GameZone is running at a 70% discount from its all-time high, and IDOs, IGOs, and LaunchPads is one of the best ways to get a 100x and even a 1000x. So today we're going to jump into some of the fundamentals and some of the technicals with the case behind GameZone. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jagir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Been featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008, where I exclusively used to focus on currencies, but now only on cryptocurrency. So let's dive straight in. So before we dive into GameZone, I want to just talk about Instagram. Now, I appreciate you. We've been growing our channel since April 19th, where we had 5 subscribers. Now we've got over 13,000 on YouTube. I appreciate that you're getting value and that you're watching every single day. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now we want to give you even more value using the medium of Instagram. So I got a favor to ask. Follow me at R15 Finance, because we are looking for more ways to give more value, more education, because my vision for our company is to give increased financial health through simple blockchain and crypto education. So we are running a competition. Yep, you're going to have a chance to win a one-to-one with me. The last guy that had a one-to-one with me made over $250,000. Yep, we set them up on an IDO, A to Z, with a plan. Bang. It was in peak season. Very, very good. And you can leverage me for technical analysis, your coins, your portfolio, risk management, psychology, IDOs, you name it. I'm there for you. So what's the competition? Write up your best experience with me so far. Post it on Instagram and tag at R15 Finance. The post with the most likes wins a free 30-minute one-to-one with myself, and I will deliver some serious value. So these are the rules from my team. They have said the start date is tomorrow, Thursday the 20th of January. End date is Monday the 14th of February on Valentine's Day. So we're feeling the love. Write up your best experience with Jagir from YouTube or one of my courses. I got a couple of courses. The main ones being Elliott Wave and Fibonacci, where we break down everything into bite-sized chunks. We got our ideal LaunchPad course. We got our masterclasses. You know, your best experience, even if it's from a YouTube video. What's been your biggest learning? Your biggest, real kind of, whatever it is. Tag R15 Finance in the post. After the competition end date, the post with the most likes will win a free one-to-one with myself. So on Instagram, we are looking to really grow this channel. We've only really started to dabble in Instagram, and now we're getting a lot of comments. I answer every single one of your comments. Sometimes I get 100 a day, especially in peak season. It's pretty cool, but also a lot of work. So I want you to do me a favor. Follow me on Instagram at R15 Finance. We have a vision in April to go from 752, which is what it is today, and get it to 2,500 followers. I would love it if you've got value from my channel on YouTube so far. Follow me on Instagram at R15 Finance. We're finding new ways to give more value, bite-sized chunks, 30-second clips, to be successful in crypto trading. We've got some top tips here. We've got IDOs, how to participate in IDOs, 7 key steps, bump. And we're also going to do the Ask Jagir show, because we got a lot of questions, and sometimes it's the same question. So actually it'll be better for me to film a 60-second answer on Instagram, short, sharp, snappy, and we can do things there that we can't really do on YouTube. All right. Now back to today's main focus, GameZone. So Bluezilla, right? I'm a fan of Bluezilla. There's no secret about it. A lot of people think I'm sponsored by Bluezilla because I do so many videos with their projects. It's just that I'm a fan. And I've been a participant on the BSE pad since March last year. I started as a bronze member to test it out. And then I thought, actually, this is really cool. And then I just upgraded and had the dollar cost average on the way down, because my first buying price, believe it or not, was $4.50 for a BSE pad token, right? When I was testing it for the bronze membership. Then launched Trump pad, KCC pad, EPad, ADA pad, GameZone, Valas pad, Post pad, NFT launch, and a Meta V pad. We got Dot pad coming up as well. So they've got a real niche. So the average ROI has been 366%. The higher being, 1,290, and the lower being 1x, 2x, 3x's over the course of time. So the focus today is GameZone. GameZone is running at a 70% discount. We're going to go into the technicals in a second. But they got Verve launching. Verve is a social network platform, interactive, streaming, reimagined, watch to earn. So it's launching on the Valas blockchain. So it's really focused around Valas. But GameZone, as well as Valas pad, NFT launch, Meta V pad, BSE pad, Post pad, are going to get allocation. So that's tomorrow, 200K market cap. So it's probably going to do at least a 50x, 100x. If it really takes off, it could do much, much more. because sometimes social platforms do really well. I looked at the website; it looks really, really sexy. What they're looking to do, and the fact that it's on Valas, which means there's no real competition on Valas yet, because it's a new blockchain that's getting a lot of traction, pretty much coming into a top 100 cryptocurrency. But GameZone, right, presenting PAX World. This one is one of the first major launches on Meta VPad, but because in the gaming sector, GameZone is also getting exclusive access and an allocation. That's really, really important. So PAX World believes gamification is the key for user acquisition and engagement, and PAX World comes loaded with, I'm sure sites, I'm leaning in here, custom 3D spatial audio and video along with text chat engine, branded avatar, merchandise and designer goods, integration with NFTs or non-fungible tokens, ability to create AI NPCs, in-game bots, land ownership, as well as power and influence. So this is actually in a month, around 5 weeks time, February 24th. And as that time comes closer and more announcements, more advertising, the hype tends to get bigger and bigger. Now, keep in mind, Facebook has changed its name to Meta, and Metaverse is going to be one of the biggest social trends over the coming year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and beyond, taking our 2D interaction like we're doing now on this video to 3D, virtual reality, augmented reality, where we can exchange value using the blockchain. So PAX World, let's see if we can play this video. I've got this video here. Let's see if it plays for me. There we go. Bang. I'm going to play this short video. This is directly from their Telegram. And yeah, just gives you a feel for the strength of the project. And I think this is probably going to do it depends on the season. February 24th, if Bitcoin is making all-time new highs, this will probably do a 500 to 1,000x. All right, let's play the video. All right, let me try it one more time. Bang. There we go. Boom. PAX World. Yeah, we'll do a deeper dive, maybe closer to the time. We've got like 5 weeks. But sometimes when the hype is right close to the IDO, that's when the demand for the token tends to go up. So a quick reminder, we're going to jump into technicals now, and we're going to look at a few things. So markets moving 5s and 3s, right? We know that. You should be knowing that, getting familiar with Elliott Wave and Fibonacci. ABC corrections is very, very common, very, very typical with most markets. It's just human psychology playing out. If you want to learn more about Elliott Wave and Fibonacci, take my free Elliott Wave and Fibonacci masterclass, because I break this down into layman's terms with the key ratios that you want to be aware of when it comes to retracements, corrections, and so on and so forth. But after you've got an ABC correction, this over here, if I just pull up my laser, after this here, this ABC, this is very common, typical, it's called a zigzag ABC correction. You'll tend to get a new impulsive wave, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure, and it's referred to as a wave 3. This is why I anticipate it to happen with GameZone, because GameZone is running now at a 70% discount from its all-time high to the nearest 5, right? To the nearest 5. So, it was around $1.18, give or take, and today it's around 40 cents. Yeah, 40 cents, 45 cents or thereabouts. So this is the pattern. So what do we anticipate? Now, I'm not saying you should buy this necessarily to trade as a token, but you can. But what I'm anticipating is that we'll get this typical wave 3 happening over the coming weeks and months, especially when we get these major IDOs. Like if Verve performs really well, like 100x to a 300x, and then we got a few more, and then we got Paxo coming up on the 24th of Feb. We got DotPad, I believe GameZone. I think the GameZone, I'm not sure if it's getting allocation in DotPad. I don't think it's officially been announced. But anyway, we're expecting this wave 3. And the price zone is $2.16 at this. So what I've just done here, by the way, I covered this in the masterclass. But what I've done here is I've just measured this wave here, the length, the price length. We've multiplied it by 1.618. This is called a Fibonacci ratio, the golden mean, the golden ratio. And then we've projected it up from here. And this is 1.618. and it gives us this price. And this is, what is it? It's a 5x from today's price, right? 5x from today's price. So the challenge is, even though it's not comfortable season right now, the markets are down, but when the markets are panicking, but the fundamentals are still there, the weight and the strength of the project is there, the value is being brought forward with strong projects, which we know, we've seen it, we've experienced it, and we've seen it time and time again, then this is one of the best times to buy your membership. It might go lower, so it's in this zone that we've got. But knowing the Verve is coming up tomorrow and Paxo, is very, very encouraging. So what I want to do next, I'm going to pull up a calculator first. Let me pull up a calculator because I was going to go straight into the chart first. But actually what I want to do is I want to go to the GameZone website. I just do some quick math. Yeah, because, rule number 1 with Warren Buffett, he says, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. So we want to make our money back, right? So let's just use God mode as an example. God mode is they've got 4 tiers. It's their second from top tier. We're gonna calculate what the cost is for 70,000 tokens to get that membership, and then what kind of allocation based on past allocations we can expect with God mode, and we can see if Verve does, let's just call it a 200x, and Paxworld does a 300x. We can see, do we make our money back, and how many other IDOs, especially if we get allocations in .pad. So let's just first calculate the cost of 70,000 tokens. So one of the easiest ways is if you go to CoinMarketCap, we're on GameZone already. GameZone, if you scroll down at this bottom part here, you can just type in number of tokens. So we need 70,000 tokens. And based on today's price, like literally as I'm recording this, which is actually 5 a.m. UK time. Yep, I'm an early riser. 5 a.m. 19th of Jan. 70,000 tokens. So it's not cheap. It's $26,000, but it is running at a 70% discount, meaning it was around 4 times. It's around 3 times higher. This same membership was around 75 grand to 100 grand just a few weeks ago, just in the region of November 17th, so around 2 months ago. This was around 75 grand. So this is what I mean by a 70% discount. I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm just saying it's a discount from what it was, and it is what it is. So 26 grand is the number. So let's just do this. I'm just gonna create a new slide. I didn't plan to do this, but I'm gonna just do this like this. Let's just do it like this. Right, so we just say, let's just call it 27, right? Let's just say we don't get in, we get in at a slightly higher price. Cost for IDO, membership, bang, right? All right, and then what we want to do is we're going to do some math. We're going to go Verve. If we get, let's just call it, I'm approximating here. Let's just say 140 to 150, but let's be conservative and let's say you get a $120 allocation and it does a 100x. I know you probably only get access to around 10-15%. I haven't seen the token release schedule, but the vesting schedule is normally 10% on the token generation event, which is when it gets listed, and then a linear vesting schedule for a 5-6 month period on a month by month basis, or it's normally a month later and it's released daily. Every day it's unlocked, literally 5 seconds at a time. It literally drip feeds over a 5-month period. But let's just look on the P&L, 100x. So you got 120 times 100 equals, what's that? 1,000, that's $12,000, right? And then let's just say Paxworld. Let's just say we also get, let's keep it the same. Let's just say we get $120 allocation at the God mode tier. Could be more, could be less. And let's say this one does a 300x, right? 300x. So this will make sense in a second. And then we're going to go into the chart itself. 300x. Why am I saying 300x? Whereas Metaverse is on MetaVPad. To be honest, we should probably be a bit more aggressive with this one because I anticipate Bitcoin will probably make all-time new highs or be really kind of impulsive in that sector of the market. Not guaranteed, but that's what we're anticipating. 500x. So we're going to have $120 times 500 is going to equal, what's that? Let's just pull up the calculator. It's going to be, was it 30 grand? So it's going to be 120 times 500, 60 grand, 60 grand. All right, 60 grand. All right. All right, and then we could, I don't know if it's getting allocation in .pad, but there'll be other IDOs between now and February 24th. So what we've got here is 60 grand plus 12,000. Again, I know a lot of this is going to be locked up over time, but let's just say the average over, the price goes up and down is P and L. So your cost is, or is it, what did we say? 27,000. And then we've just made, what do we say, 72,000. But then, this is where we're going to jump into technicals, and we'll jump back into this in a second, right? So I want to now jump into technicals. So this is what we did earlier. This is the picture that I showed. I did the analysis earlier, and let's say we do hit this price. Let's just say we do hit this price, but let's just say you sell your membership back around down here, $1.40. I don't know, for whatever reason, 3 months down the line, you're happy, you've done 20 IDOs, 15 IDOs, you made some good money, and then you sell your membership for $1.50, right? $1.50. So what we do here with $1.50 is we say 70,000 tokens times $1.50 equals $105,000 minus your cost of $27,000. We help for so 105,000 minus 27,000. Bam! You'll make a further $70,000, right? Or $78,000. Right? Did I do it correct? Yeah, $78,000. So we're gonna make another. We'll say 105,000. Right. So now this math will make sense. We've made 78,000 because we've done 105 minus the cost 27 plus the 72,000 that we made from the 2 IDOs, right? We're just getting 2 IDOs, right? So we'll make 150,000, right? So this is the power of IDOs. Again, it's not an easy strategy. I actually have a masterclass on IDOs and LaunchPads that kind of covers the fundamentals, and then I have courses and just taking you step by step in the Bluezilla ecosystem and Coinstarter into the creator system. They're the main 2 ones that I focus on at the moment. But you'll make profit, net profit will be in the region of $150,000. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Hopefully that makes sense. You can do the numbers. You can kind of add another 5 IDOs, 10 IDOs, but it's really thinking peak season, get the membership for cheap. There's also going to be APY rewards. There's a few other factors as well. So just take a snapshot of this. That's my kind of logic, the business plan. That's what we're thinking. Verve, Pax World, then there's going to be another 10 IDOs. We know Valhalla did a 600x. There was a few that didn't do that well, like Katana Inu did like a 6-7x, I think it was. I think it was because mainly they had a really high market cap when they launched. It was 2.7 million, I think it was. So again, we want to average it out. So now let's just finish on technicals, right? I'm just going to delete this and I'm going to work at pace to do my analysis, right? So this is what we have. I did this morning, but I'm just going to delete this just so you can see it in action because it's like a little mini masterclass in itself. Where's the delete button? Here we go. Down here. Bang. Just going to delete everything. Let's keep it clean. So this is the trick, right? All right, I did something which helps me help you, right? If you want candlesticks, it gets the IDO bar, right? If you use the line chart, it doesn't show, because it only shows the closing price. It doesn't show that initial bar, which makes it confusing. So it makes it very, very confusing. So what I have to do is, it's a bit of extra work, but it's only a couple of clicks, is you take a trend line and just make a line. Literally just click from the open to the close. It's almost like you're creating a bar. And then when I go to the line chart, then it creates this. So it gives me a better visual, right? A better visual to help you guys out. All right. So let's just do this. So first thing I'm going to do is pattern. I like to do pattern first. So go, is there any evident patterns that I can see? And I go, yep, there sure is. Let me just get the chart like this so it's clean and clear. All right, let's do it sharp. We're going to do this quite fast. I'm going to try not to over explain it. Let's go 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called an intermediate wave count. Intermediate. Yep. And then we want an ABC correction. What I see here is a nice A, B, and what's coming up, what looks like a C. This one I want to do without the waves. Yep, because there is a micro count. And what I mean by that, wave C's often break down into a 5-wave sequence, and I can see a nice 1, 2, what looks like a 3, 4, 5 of a C. And this is a micro count. And then we're going to do a macro. You go, oh, what you get? Macro. Yep, so we're going to look at the macro wave here, wave 1 and wave 2. Wave 1, bang. Wave 2, done. Right, so that's our Elliott Wave patterns. Yep, that's my opinion of the market. Yep, I like it. It's clean, clear. This is GameZone, 70% discount. All right, next we're going to do macro retracements, macro Fibonacci. What I mean by that is we take the biggest wave count that we have, which is a wave 1 to a wave 2, and the typical correction zone is 61.8 to 78.6. So we're in that range. Then we're going to do an alternate price projection. We're going to measure wave A, project it from the top of wave B, and we want the ratio that we want. If I hit it right, yep, is 100% and 62%. See it clusters, great. And then that's the intermediate wave count. And then we're going to take a microwave count. The microwave count is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do an end of wave 5 projection. There's a couple that we can do. The main one is this one. The two ratios that are really relevant here. The absolute minimum that we should see, wave 1 to 3 projected from 4, 38.2% and 62%. Maximum 100%, but that's quite low, so that one's not that relevant. We can do a few others like wave 1 of this wave 1 here, projected from wave 4 is often, because waves 1 and 5 often equal each other. So now we've got this cluster. So we've got now Fibonacci price done. So we've got pattern and price, right? And then we're going to look at time. So the typical minimum correction time when we measure wave, how long it took to form wave 1, the typical minimum that we want it to exceed is 50%. So it's gone beyond this 50%. That's great. It's gone beyond the 100%. So we know it's at the extreme of time. Then we also want to measure how long did it take to form wave A, project it from wave B, and it gives us a nice time range, and we have exceeded the extreme of the time range. So it's basically telling us that we are due for the next impulsive wave. So we've got two zones. We've got this zone, and we've got this zone down here, 100%, bang. What will confirm the trend reversal if we were trading this is going over this swing high. Then what we're going to finish on is, we can look at the momentum as well. So the momentum indicator catches the highs and lows pretty well. The last one was down here. It's probably going to be the next bullish reversal. But then what we're going to finish on is what is the price target for the next wave. Right? And these patterns just unfold time and time again. Again, if you want to learn how I'm doing this, because any advanced science is indistinguishable from magic. That's a quote by Arthur C. Clarke. And what we're doing is science. You got science, Jagir. Yeah, it's the social sciences, psychology, mass herd psychology, buying and selling behavior, 1.618. And the extreme is actually 2.618, which I didn't put in the thing because I didn't want to get overly aggressive. But the 2.618 is $3.18. And the 1.618, so this is mechanical, objective, non-emotional. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just very high probability, never certainties. It's around $2, $2.10 thereabouts to around $3, $3.20 thereabouts. So that's what we anticipate with GameZone. So what I like to do when it's IDOs is you participate as the price is going up. Doesn't matter. You just ignore it. You just ignore the price. As the price is going up, you're just participating in an IDO, an IDO, an IDO, an IDO. And every time the IDOs do great, people say, I want some of that IDO. I want the next IDO. I want Pax World. I want, Verve. I want this. So you just keep riding the IDOs. And then you might have in your business plan, if GameZone reaches, I don't know, it could be $3. It could be you're going to wait till May, June, July, and then look to maybe exit your membership. Or you might just say, do you know what? I'm just going to ride IDOs for whatever time frame. But this is what I see will happen with GameZone. So there you have it. There you have it. So we've done some fundamentals. We got technicals. Got some business planning going on. So hopefully, if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Follow me on Instagram at R15 Finance. We're doing some very cool things. I'm playing around with it. My team just say, Jagir, we want to do this. So they throw all things my way. And I'm like, yeah, I'm up for it. I'm up for it. We've got some cool videos, got some snippets of, what we're doing on YouTube and everything else. But now I want to do, like, ask me anything, because I got a lot of wisdom or experience, a lot of experience with trading, trade management, psychology, business, entrepreneurship. I got experience in other things as well, spinning on my head, breakdancing. You don't want to know about that. I might just show you some clips. So yeah, follow me at R15 Finance. Help me get to, it's currently at 752. It'd be brilliant if we can pump that over 2,500. My team will be absolutely delighted. So there you have it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. We've got 2 masterclasses for you. I normally try to give you only 1 thing to do at the end of a video. Now you got 3 things, right? Follow me on Instagram. Really appreciate it. If you got value from this YouTube content so far, I would really, really appreciate you, because we're gonna do a lot of things on Instagram. We've got some really, really cool ideas. My team's got a lot of good ideas, so it's gonna be really, really fun. Second is gonna be take my Fibonacci Elliott Wave masterclass. Read the psychology of the markets. That's gonna give you more comfort and peace of mind to see that there's method behind the madness. And if you are doing the IDOs for GameZone or any of the LaunchPads, take my IDO and LaunchPad masterclass, because it kind of covers the basics, because there's a lot of stuff in it. It's not a simple strategy. It's quite advanced. It's not that intuitive if you're not used to blockchain, using DeFi, wallets, staking, bridging, cross-chain, unlocking, claiming tokens. There's a lot of moving parts, vesting schedules, etc. First come, first serve. You want to be aware of the nuances. So let's finish on a quote today. Now, today's quote, I was going to do one from a book, but there's one that's sticking in my mind, and we want to be really, really aware of it. It's relevant with GameZone. It's relevant with many cryptos at the moment. Is the trend is your friend. Ride it until its end, until it reaches its bend. Right? The trend is your friend. Ride it until its end, until it reaches its bend. So we are looking for a trend reversal, but we're not necessarily doing it with regards to GameZone, because we're looking to just trade the underlying token. Though you can. That's a good strategy, because you can see that there's more than likely going to be a demand for the token with Verve, with DotPad, with, I don't know if we're going to get allocation with DotPad, Pax World, and there'll be other projects launching as well. But you can be more confident, it's more comfortable buying it at a low and then seeing that your GameZone token's worth double, triple, quadruple, and so on and so forth. So like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you soon.